Hi, Clayton. My name is Sari. My
Sari.
husband and I own 12 lots where we live in Montana, and the little town we live in is in desperate need of rentals. We were going to build some houses, but the cost of building right now is just crazy, so that's not going to happen. We're considering mobile homes, and we were just wondering if you had any other ideas for affordable rental houses. Thank you.
Great question. Yes, the cost of building right now is astronomical. What I would suggest, number one, is maybe contacting a local builder and see if they've been able to lock in building or materials costs and that would allow them to build for you. For instance, what we do at Morris Invest, we've been able to lock in lumber costs and all of those things at much lower prices than when we saw this explosion in lumber prices. So sometimes these builders, because they're doing a lot in bulk at one time, will have been able to lock in cheaper prices at a previous stage. So it might be worth having some discussions with other builders. Now, if you have reached out to some retail builders and they've just quoted you different prices, then that's where we're at right now, and you might have to wait on that. One other thing to think about on the mobile home front is that mobile homes, you have to check with your local ordinances and your cities. And obviously, I lived in Montana, I lived in Helena, Montana. But if you're not in one of those incorporated areas, then I mean, the law, it's kind of, it's like the Wild West, right? You have plenty of opportunities. You are not adherent to the laws in Missoula or Bozeman, Montana, or Helena. And so you have these unincorporated areas where you can do a lot of things. So I would check with your county and find out what provisions you have, what things are keeping you perhaps from putting a mobile home park. The thing with mobile home parks is that it's very difficult to get licensing for them. They're not really building anymore across the United States. It's very difficult. We've had a number of guests on our show over the years that talk about buying up mobile homes because cities just are not allowing them to be built. So I would definitely look in to find out, are you able to actually get licensure for actually create a mobile home? And then with a mobile home park, of course, you're just leasing the land. Now, that's one thing you could do is simply lease the land to people that want to put their own mobile home on the property and where you are not having to buy a mobile home as a double wide or whatever to put on that property. And then you're simply leasing the land to the mobile home owner. Remember, after all, a mobile home is a vehicle and it's registered at the Department of Motor Vehicles. It's not a house. It's not it's a movable structure. So with a mobile home lot, you could potentially make some great money by leasing out those particular spots to different mobile home owners, and then you're renting the land to them on a monthly basis, which could be a good option until this market shifts and cost of construction comes down. But one first thing I would do is to try to find a larger builder that perhaps has locked in lumber costs and talk to them about these 12 lots and wanting to build a similar structure, similar properties, maybe duplexes on these properties. We are in a rental catastrophe in the United States, an affordable home crisis. We absolutely need as many as possible. So if there's a will, there's a way. I would contact some of the larger builders in the area and have a discussion with them about these 12 lots, see if they are able to build at scale where they've bought up 50 furnaces, they have the water heaters, they have the lumber costs already locked in at a lower price, like what we're doing. Because we're building about 600 homes, we've increased the price this year. We have those lumber costs locked in at the pre-pumped prices of lumber, and a lot of these larger builders will as well. So again, contact them, and then I would also contact your county, find out what the laws are regarding mobile home parks and what sort of restrictions are in place. Many counties are saying no more. Like they're grandfathered in if they exist, but we are not allowing any new ones to be built. So check with your city, check with your counties on that. I hope you found that helpful. Any other questions anyone has, you can always leave us a voicemail question here. Try to keep them to about 30 seconds. Just go to morrisinvest.com/Clayton. Leave us your questions and I will try to provide some answers. Now go out there and take action, become a real estate investor. I believe it's the number one way to build wealth and to preserve wealth. Take care, everyone.